Are you wondering what percentage of marketing budget should be digital?
How much do you have in the bank?
There's a lot of places where you can spend when it comes to marketing, and knowing how to allocate those funds is going to be really important.
Okay, so you really haven't had to spend anything,
Good for you.
right?
In this video, we're going to break it down so you know how much you should spend on digital and how to make sure that it's being effective so that you're getting a good return on your ROI. I'm Amy Walker, small business strategist, and I have helped hundreds of entrepreneurs be able to grow their business to 6 and even 7 figures. And that's why I know that you can do this too. And I'm going to make you an offer. In our Marketing on a Budget videos, we are giving you the tips, the tools, the strategies that you need to be able to lower your marketing costs, make sure that they're effective, get a great ROI, and quit wasting money.
I paid $95 for this?
Here's what we're going to cover in today's video. We're going to talk about what should your total marketing budget be. Underneath that, how much should you be spending on digital, and what are the most productive areas that work really well for small businesses who don't necessarily have like $1 million budgets. We're also going to cover at the end some free and very low cost digital marketing opportunities that you should be taking advantage of. And of course, we need to have a balance between our digital and what we should be doing in person. The SBA recommends that you should be spending 7 to 8% of total revenues on your marketing.
That's not bad.
In my opinion, that is just enough to maintain where you're currently at. If you're wanting to grow, I think that number is going to be higher. It's going to be more like 10 to 12%. I've even been willing to go as high as 15% in the past when I'm really trying to achieve a growth goal.
150 grand for 15%.
So within that, how much should you dedicate to like in-person, traditional? How much should you dedicate to digital? The average business across all businesses, big and small, is spending 45 to 50% of their total budget on digital. That's a lot when you consider the massive budgets that are spent on like the big companies that are doing TV and they're sponsoring NASCAR and sponsoring the NBA and all of these things. We've got 45 to 50% of total is still going into digital. Now in small business, I think this number can be even higher because, to be honest, a lot of the digital strategies are going to be better strategies for us. However, I would not recommend that you spend all of your marketing budget on digital because we do still need to have some interaction with clients. We need to create customer experiences. So we'll talk about that at the end. But for now, what I want you to understand is that digital has more opportunities for you. It's a very big umbrella. Digital does not just mean SEO, pay-per-click, Facebook ads. And those, I think, are the big 3 people think about. There's a lot that you can do.
Well, there you go.
So in this video, we're going to talk about the paid ones, but we're also going to cover some of the free. And since this is marketing on a budget, I think you should pay attention to all of the budget-friendly options. Boom. The 4 digital options that are going to make the most impact for you as a small business owner are going to be, number 1, video. Video is huge. Just check out some of these stats. Stats with Amy. People report watching online videos each week, with 55% of those watching on a daily basis. 69% of people say that that's their preferred method for learning about a product, and 85% of people would like to see more video from brands. Have you ever heard someone say, I'd like to see more emails from brands, or I'd like to see more posts from brands, or I'd like to see more ads from brands? They want to see more video. And that's one of the great things about this, is it allows you to be able to create content that people want to consume while at the same time attracting in your new ideal client and keeping them engaged and warming them up so they're nurtured and ready to buy.
Yeah, we do have a video to show the strength of growth.
A lead that comes to me through my YouTube channel tends to be a really good lead, whereas there are some other sources that maybe they're a little bit more cold or they require a little bit more work. So video marketing is good. Now here's the great part about it. You do not have to have a fancy setup. It doesn't have to be well produced. It can be a kind of homegrown production and still be incredibly effective.
Look at this video we made to demonstrate.
Facebook Lives can be a great opportunity to sell to people. TikTok and Instagram Reels, like those are getting, honestly, that's where I'm getting the easiest views on my videos right now. Other places, I have to work a little bit harder for the views. You could record from your phone in 4K and get some pretty high quality stuff. So catch me in the 4K. When we talk video, it doesn't mean it has to be a big production with lights and professional camera and videographer, but it could be. What I want you to focus on is how can I use video to more effectively and more consistently share my message. And do not tell me that you just don't like being on video. Like, cool, get over it. The next is email marketing. Now, I know people keep talking about email marketing being dead, but the reality is email marketing is still the #1 thing for driving like event registrations, driving sales. It really is an important part of nurturing your community. You do want to be growing your email list. And if you think about it, email marketing is still really inexpensive. Even when you look at, like, I feel like I pay a lot for my CRM because my email list is pretty substantial, but it still is a very low expense and it allows me to create and cultivate those relationships over years. So definitely email marketing should be a part of your plan.
I'll do it.
Now let's talk about ads. The very first time that I spent money on ads, I wanted to curl up in a ball and cry because I had no idea that it was gonna cost so much. And I also had no idea that it was gonna like take time for those people to come back and that I had to have a stronger sales strategy. I just really bought the story that like you put in money and you get these super cheap ads and then people sign up for your stuff. And I was like, yeah, dump, I think I spent like $10,000 and got nothing in return. And that to me at the time was heartbreakingly make you want to barf, painful. It was not fun. What I want you to understand with ads is that you need to have a budget and you need to plan on it taking some time for that money to come back to you. You also need to plan on calling all of your leads that come in from the ads if you want to help keep the cost down, because it is costing more for traffic, which means that we need to be more committed to conversion. Because if you're converting, you don't mind that it's costing more for traffic.
You are right, Mr. Wonderful.
The next thing is your SEO. Now, to pay for SEO can be a big investment. It's gonna cost you probably about $5,000 a month, and it's a long-term game plan. It's not really gonna affect you a lot today, but over the course of time, that can get you higher and higher. However, there is an organic hack to SEO, and it's called YouTube videos, and it's called using keyword tools, and it's called answering the questions that people are asking that don't have a lot of competition. I actually rank on the homepage of Google in many different places, but it's all video. But here's the great part. Even though my website can't really compete with the big guys, video can, and the video shows up at the top. What? It's ads, then it's video, then it's everybody's websites that they paid all their SEO for. So that is a budget-friendly way to kind of hack the system.
I love that.
Of course, there's also a lot of inexpensive or free strategies that you can use, and here's a couple that are gonna be really important. Content creation. You can write things for free. You can create your own videos for free and consistently get your message out in front of people. Next is using the online event portals on LinkedIn and Facebook in order to promote your live videos. This is a great strategy for being able to get more eyeballs onto your videos, and they convert really well. LinkedIn will let you invite currently, rules can change at any time, currently they'll let you invite 1,000 people a week. Facebook will let you invite 500 total per event. That sends the notifications, lets people see your events happening. They can RSVP. Then when the event starts, you have someone on your team tag all the people that RSVP'd, then they start watching. Then because people are watching, Facebook shows it to more people and it helps you to get a lot of visibility. Fun little hack, totally free. Now, I don't recommend that you spend all of your budget on digital. I think you do still need to have some face-to-face interaction with people. So save some money for things like attending a conference, hosting a vendor booth, sponsoring a lunch and learn. You do want to be able to have that face-to-face interaction. It is really important. I am going to make you 2 offers. First, go check out the rest of the Marketing on a Budget playlist so you can get tips and strategies for being able to get leads for less. And second, take my Sales and Marketing GPS. We're gonna do an evaluation of where you're currently at with your sales and marketing, and then we will create a customized improvement plan just for you so that you can have clarity on exactly what it's gonna take to get your marketing moving in the right direction. We have come to the end of our video, and for that reason, I'm out. But you shouldn't be. Go check out that next video.